Yeah, Pinehurst. It's hot, it's humid, and the greens are gobbling everybody up. Everybody was struggling to make par. They're still in the middle of the first round today, being the first day. This is I guess I could call it the Scotty Scheffler Invitational. He is so hot. I mean, Scotty Scheffler has won 5 tournaments this season. Can Xander Schauffele get into the running for a second Grand Slam? Rory McIlroy says his game has really come together. Is he going to be a player in this? Patrick Cantlay, who was the early first-round leader, early tee time on Thursday, he's there. Really tough. Tiger was 8 strokes back last I checked and done. Even worse for Phil Mickelson. Tiger shot a 74, 8 back. Mickelson shot a 79, as did Dustin Johnson. These guys who went to the LIV are not playing real well. So that's topic 1, what's going on at Pinehurst. Topic 2, Tiger Woods kind of leaked this. PGA and the LIV have held 2 negotiating sessions in the last 2 weeks. They are pushing the envelope to try to get a solution to, quote, the merger. And the only thing Tiger Woods would say, yes, I took part in a negotiating meeting. I think it was on Monday, the day before he went to practice at Pinehurst. He said, I see a light at the end of the tunnel, but he wouldn't give any details. Is the light at the end of the tunnel a merger as it relates to the LIV guys being allowed to come back and play on the Pro Tour free? Or do they have to pay their way back in because they violated the tour card? He would not go there. Rory McIlroy had a really intriguing comment also on Monday. McIlroy said, the PIF, the Public Investment Fund, Saudi Arabia, they invest money, lots of money in lots of things. John Riley, if they invested in you, they do expect a return.
Yeah.
And Rory says they have not gotten the return on golf. And they are really upset in Saudi Arabia about what was created by Greg Norman and what has not happened in the 2 years so far. Keep an eye on that. TV ratings last Sunday. I watched the end of the Memorial. That was pretty electric. Jack Nicklaus's tournament in Dublin, Ohio. Did anybody watch LIV? You ready for this? Sunday, final round Memorial, 2.8 million viewers for the Memorial.
All right.
LIV. Were you one of the 145,000 that watched the final round of the LIV?
Yeah. That's incredible.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, no wonder they're not making a return on their investment.
Yeah, so that's an interesting story. And now another story just surfaced yesterday. The USGA, which runs the US Open, this tournament at Pinehurst, have confirmed that their group, their rules committee, is sitting and meeting and talking about creating a waiver exemption for guys who left to go to the LIV. Now, it's not my driver's license. I'm a star, used to be a star. It's not Dustin Johnson saying, here I am, take me. But if you're having an exceptional year this year, if they form this new rule, whoever's hot at the top of the LIV leaderboard standings, money, etc., could get an exemption to play in the U.S. Open. Because right now you have to qualify to the U.S. Open based on points and all that, and then they're not getting world ranking points in LIV. But the USGA says we want the greatest fields we can have for the fans at Pinehurst. So maybe next year we'll have an exempt status. So John Riley, from January into the 1st of June, if you're playing well on LIV, you could get the exemption and you would get the chance to play in the U.S. Open. It would be only that tournament. So that's what's being discussed there. So, I saw your ball, by the way. You hit that, you hooked that, or was it shanked? You hooked that shot. It's under my left front tire of my car out in the driveway. You got to get better off the tee.
I got to get better off the tee. I'll tell you what. But they just need to merge these two organizations.
But how? There's so many different agendas. How do you merge them?
Well, if they don't merge them, then they're both going to continue to suffer, and the Saudis are not going to be getting an ROI. I'm frankly shocked how much money the Saudis are pouring into LIV, and the fact that they only have 145,000 people watching them, and I don't even know what kind of ticket sales they have. I mean, it's like, Dustin Johnson's like on another planet. I mean, I don't even know what's going on with the LIV. If I wasn't hanging out with you, I would know zero about the LIV.
I watched it was the 17th and 18th holes on the final day on Sunday on LIV. And I swear to you, there weren't 25 people around the 18th green on the final hole of the final day of the LIV tournament.
That's insane.
Nobody's paying attention to it.
Yeah. And you see some of those PGA ones, that 18th hole, I think especially at the Waste Management Open, they just all gather around and around the final green. I love that. The other comment was about Pinehurst. Okay, and where is that? Is that like in North
In the
Carolina?
Carolinas.
And you always hear about some golf courses in America that are very special, and Pinehurst is one of them.
It's right there. It's not, I don't think it's held in the same esteem as Augusta,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's close.
Very close, yeah. But I know it's the U.S. Open's there, but the U.S. Open has been there periodically,
Well,
right?
the US Open rotates all over the place.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just history. It's just great history. And it's a really tough course. Greens, I mean, the greens just eat you up. And if you watch closely, like today being Thursday, or if you look at just to watch a little bit on Friday and the pin placements on Friday, and then circle back on Saturday and Sunday and see where they put the pin placements. Because the pin placements might be in the middle of the green on Thursday and top part of the green on Friday. And Saturday and Sunday, they're on the periphery of the green. And if you miss the shot, it goes down the hill. Maybe it goes into the water, into the rough. I mean, the history of the US Open, it's not a golf course. It is an obstacle course.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
load that sucker. And these greens at Pinehurst they just eat you alive.
I just think the groundskeepers at these courses are unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way they can keep the greens so smooth without any divots, and you figure they're pulling holes out and filling holes over there. Those guys do a great job.
Good deal. Hey, listen, this podcast is brought to you by Dixieline Lumber and Home Centers,